So, hello, and welcome again. Pluto, Urasawa X Tezuka. Pluto, Urasawa X Tezuka, stylized. hmm Or simply Pluto. Japanese manga series written by Naoki Urasawa. Illustrated as well. Its chapters collected into 8 volumes. Mm. 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 Yeah. Mm. 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 Samir Beisel Woods. homicide. Karen Reed, murder case verdict reached after deadlocked first trial. Karen Reed's retrial concludes with verdict on changes, excuse me, excuse me, on charges of second degree murder and manslaughter in the death of Officer John O'Keefe during a blizzard. Mm. New flyer shows suspected killer dad may have changed appearance in wilderness manhunt. Hmm. Surprise witness in Idaho murderers. Idaho student murders says she saw Brian there on the deadly night. Hmm. Driver avoids prison in 100-mile-per-hour crash that killed college student. Hmm. Minnesota lawmaker happened to be on vacation when masked suspect knocked on door. Man accused of shooting two Minnesota state lawmakers and their spouses early Saturday also visited the homes of two other lawmakers, but one of them was away on vacation. Brooklyn Park officers credited with foiling plan of alleged lawmaker shooter. Police Chief Mark Broley says quick thinking action likely saved lives after police encountered Vance Bo Elter. Fake cop suspected in lawmaker assassination. What's happening lately? Hmm.
You've got a military, first responder, or law enforcement background, GovX.com is for you. You stepped up to serve our country and community.
We are thrilled to have you back, and we will get to your new show, but I do want to ask you a little bit of politics.
What is this, schnapps?
Oh, looks like I've got my cup.
No, you guys are drinking alcohol.
As the former governor of California, my home state, California's been in the headlines. Obviously, there have been these huge protests of President Trump's immigration policies. He threatened to potentially arrest Gavin Newsom if he didn't comply. If you were governor right now of California, how would you be handling the ongoing crisis that the state's facing?
Well, I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody. And so it means that you have to work together with local government, the state government, and the federal government. They have to work together rather than fighting each other.
Yeah, we got a show for y'all. We got a damn good show. He sound like a Republican, don't he? Yeah, he got them feeling on the edge right now, those girls. But before we get to today's video, don't forget we got a new giveaway. Ram Diesel Turbo with Cummins transmission and $10,000 in cold hard cash. To get in and win, just go to my website, pick out my new hats, my damn good coffee from Mifflin Blue, and any of my swag on my site. Get you automatically in and win. Yeah. He's sounding, well, he is a Republican. He is a Republican, yeah.
Fighting each other's agendas and all that stuff, that doesn't do good to anybody. And so that's number one. Number two, the most important thing is to create immigration reform. Because all of this is happening because we don't have immigration reform. For decades now, this country has needed immigration reform, which means that we recognize the fact that there's people in the south of America that want to come north to work, and that we therefore should supply them with enough visas so they can come, because we need those workers. So this is the bottom line, because then we would know who is here. We will be able to get rid of the criminal elements that are here and all of this stuff, so we wouldn't be in the mess that we're in right now. So this is my way of saying always, Democrats and Republicans have to come together and solve this issue if they really want to be public servants. If they want to be party servants and be party hacks and be tied to their ideology, then it won't happen. But if you want to make this country better, and if you want to improve this country and improve the situation of people's lives and bring the prices down of this, you will go and serve the people of America. This is what it is with you.
We don't need immigrants in this country. We got more than enough people. How many people in America? A bunch. It's a bunch, right? We don't need immigrants. We don't. These jobs could be for American people. And we sure as hell don't need 21 million people in our country. Yeah, I don't think we need reform. We just need to enforce the laws that's on the books. Yeah, sound like he's open to some amnesty. Yeah. Anybody can come and go. I don't think that's good for America. That's dangerous because you could change the identity of your country. If you change the identity of your country, it could be detrimental. Your country's got to have an identity. Our identity is great right now. We don't need any more people in our country.
Public servant, that's what you're supposed to do.
But you know,
and that's what I would do if I'm governor.
yes. But you were governor already. You can't do it again.
I'm not governor anymore.
But you are. But you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant I'm so proud and happy
He's not going to answer the question.
that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this
They're waiting for him to bash.
is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world and this is the land of opportunity.
There's a wise German proverb, "Pack das Internet ein," which roughly means those who take the internet on the
He asked him, do you have a visceral effect? Yeah. A look at what Trump's doing. Shouldn't you have a visceral effect what these immigrants are doing to our police officers? Yeah. All the damage they're causing, flags they're waving. Y'all don't have a visceral effect outlook on that? See?
And I think because I'm such a proud American and a proud immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do on July 4th a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon,
Answer the question.
where George Washington was
Yeah.
laid to rest,
Yeah.
where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. This is what this is all about: is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people.
Look, she can't wait to open her mouth. Yeah. And I think the audience is about to applaud. Yeah.
That are doing illegal things in America, and they're the foreigners. They are not smart
Uh-oh.
because when you come to America,
Uh-oh.
you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house, and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. But you have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Don't come here and get on welfare and assault and riot. that is not even remotely insane to say something like that. Yeah.
Don't forget, there's a 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to
and
commit
and
crimes
it's the
than
and a lot of what's
Stop it. This is such a lie. Immigrants in this country always say that. They are less likely to commit a crime in America. You know why that statistic is it's got a lot of ambiguity. She acts like you know what her problem is? She has confirmation bias. That stat is actually true, but you gotta. How the hell is that true? Because as soon as you come here, you breaking the law. Yeah. But she's probably misinterpreting that statistic. Yeah. Like she's probably thinking of murders, rape, things like that. She doesn't see that as being a crime coming here illegally. That's right. Ideology, based on ideology, she just presenting these statistics falsely, right? But the reason why that is they're less likely to commit a crime is because they are the minority in this country. Like if you go to Japan, the majority of the crimes are committed by Japanese. If you go to China, the majority of crimes are committed by Chinese. When you come here, the majority of crimes are committed by who? American citizens, because we are the majority.
Oh, I
So when
see
you
what you're
say that minorities,
Okay.
which is, the people that come here
Yeah.
to this country, migrants, are less likely to commit a crime, that's
Yeah.
because statistically they are the minority.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But she acts like she's a statistician.
Yeah.
She probably don't even know what 2 + 2 is.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to read the stats.
Yeah.
What's happening right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country. People who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely.
No, but this is the thing. The people that's getting snatched right now, they need to be snatched.
Yeah,
People,
that's a lie she said.
people are losing their visas in these colleges. They're harassing students.
Yeah.
They're protesting on college campuses.
Yeah,
They need to follow what Arnold Schwarzenegger just said. They need to give back instead of using their rights that is afforded to them to be in this country, like to protest America. In a sense. That's stupid.
yeah.
We want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than
Right.
actually American-born citizens. And the other thing I just wanted to
Gotta
say
do
is
facts.
that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to
Yeah.
California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California. Did he really?
Everybody has to
Well,
follow the law.
I mean, look,
Stop.
This-
Stop. She said we got 9,000 law enforcement in that area of California. So you want all the cops dealing with a riot in downtown LA?
And that's
How about all the other crimes that's going on? How about the 911 calls? I'm telling you, Sonny Hostin is a certified moron.
Yeah, yeah.
this is a whole other issue because remember, the National Guard is under the governor's supervision.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, like for instance, when
But
the National Guard was sent to Iraq during the Iraqi War, I was not the one that said, "Oh yeah, go to Iraq." The Bush administration came and said, "We need those people."
They came to you.
They came,
They
there
came to you.
and we need the resources,
Yeah.
we need the equipment,
Yeah.
we need the weapons, we need the vehicles to ship to Iraq,
Yeah.
and then they ship
It's the
it back.
coordination.
So
It's the
that's why I
coordination.
say it is very important that we work together.
Yes.
Doesn't matter who.
these ladies, you see these ladies, they're trying to salvage what he's. Trump don't need his permission from Newsom. I mean, out of respect, maybe because he did it, but would Gavin Newsom have did what Trump's doing? No. So Trump said, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
State law doesn't trump federal law.
Who is asking whom? The bottom line is we work together in order to solve the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need the weapons, we need the vehicles to ship to Iraq,
Yeah.
and then they ship
It's the
it back.
coordination.
So
It's the
that's why I
coordination.
say
See, they're trying to salvage. Look at her. She's speechless. It took one man to come in and destroyed all these women.
Yeah.
Put y'all in y'all's place, and this dude's a rhino. Yeah. Well, you know what makes it? You know what a rhino is? It's a liberal Republican. Yeah. You know, like when I think about a Republican, I think more of a moderate to right-leaning. You know, when I think of Republican, we don't need any more liberal Republicans. Well, liberals are actually fine. It's the progressive that's the problem. But there's no such thing as liberal.
Yeah, not anymore.
I mean, you could probably say we're liberal Republicans.
Yeah.
That term is pretty much.
Non-existent on the
Yeah.
Democrat side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look at her. Look at Joy Behar's face.
Yeah.
She's disgusted.
If you've been injured, call the law office of Frank J. Cassisi, PC.
The happy ending to a first date. It's not the second date. It's a nursing home partner and a grave buddy.
Your sales pitch is perfect.
You make me feel valuable. But love has to be on the table.
Yeah, got any show y'all.
Got a dick.
Good film.
Sounds like R. Kelly's in some trouble.
Well, again, yeah, how do you overdose in prison?
Yeah.
Isn't it control? Right? Isn't prison a controlled environment?
It's the control. It's a controlled environment. You know what I'm saying by that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the stuff that we have access to out here, they still have access to in there.
I know, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nuts.
Yeah, and the power structures that are, that exist in jail. It's no different than out here, man. Like whoever controls the drugs controls the
controls the prisons too, huh?
Yeah. So supposedly he was given he was in solitary. I'm just paraphrasing the article because I read it earlier. He was in solitary, and the guards brought him some medicine, and he had a reaction to the medicine. Yeah.
Oh, so like them guards tried to kill him. Damn guards trying to take out.
Yeah, we have a news clip and it probably say something about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought him some medicine in it. He had an adverse
because he said
reaction.
they trying to kill him in it, right?
Yeah, he's asking for immediate release.
Hey, let's go to the news clip. See what they got to say. We'll go in detail.
Breaking news this morning concerning R&B singer and convicted felon R. Kelly. Take a look at this post on X, courtesy of TMZ, in which they say that R. Kelly was reportedly rushed to the hospital from an overdose of medications in prison.
That's
TMZ
crazy.
also releasing an article. I do want to read you some of the reports that they have already issued here, as R. Kelly, TMZ says, is doubling down on his claim that his life is in grave danger in prison, now alleging the Bureau of Prison staff at his federal center in North Carolina purposefully gave him too much medication, causing an overdose that left him hospitalized. A court filing submitted by his attorney Monday claims R. Kelly was left bedridden in a hospital after a solitary confinement staff member instructed him to take additional medication the night of June 12th. The next morning, R. Kelly allegedly awakened feeling faint and dizzy, and when he attempted to get up, he fell on the floor, crawled to the door of the cell, and lost consciousness. He was subsequently taken to Duke University Hospital, and during the ride there, he claims he heard a prison officer begrudge, quote, "This is going to open a whole new can of worms." During his 2-day stay at the hospital, Kelly says he learned he was given an amount of his prescribed medication that could have ended his life. Furthermore, Kelly claims in his Monday filing that prison staff took him off necessary blood thinner medication and is now refusing to allow him a doctor-recommended surgery to clear blood clots in his legs and lungs that are putting his life in danger.
Trying to kill him.
Instead, they have him
I don't know.
confinement, where Kelly has expressed to his lawyer he is convinced he will be killed or left to die. Therefore, the disgraced music mogul is asking for temporary release to home confinement for the third time, arguing his life depends on it. TMZ goes on to say that an assistant United States attorney swiftly filed a response to Kelly's request, alleging he continuously paints himself as the victim and adding, quote, "This is the behavior of an abuser and a master manipulator on display." The response also claims Kelly knowingly submitted an action to a court that has no jurisdiction over his case, accusing him of instead choosing to write to let his court know that he is cold in prison and to criticize the medical care that he is receiving in order to turn his situation into a grocery store checkout aisle tabloid. Kelly's latest filing comes just a week after his legal team sought his immediate release due to an alleged foiled murder-for-hire plot against him. His team submitted a sworn statement from another inmate who claimed authorities offered him release from prison if he murdered the singer. So I just wanted to bring you that breaking news courtesy again of TMZ that R. Kelly reportedly rushed to the hospital from an overdose of medications in prison. So we'll be sure to...
Wait a minute, so they said they tried to... They gave him too much medication?
They gave him too much of the prescribed medication that's on his list of medications.
Well, he should know how much medication he's supposed to take.
There should be a protocol for, okay, he gets 2 before breakfast and 2 at lunch. And
They bring you a whole bag of medication like it's Skittles and say, you gotta take this.
Yeah.
But they don't give him all the medication, let him do it on his own. They have to come and bring it.
And they have to watch you take it, and then they say, open your mouth, let me make sure you got it.
Yeah, but it's like if that blood thinner medication, you can hold on to it, act like you're taking it, then try to kill yourself. Let it build up. Yeah. You can use it to kill yourself. But I think it opens up for more mistakes when they bring it.
so it sounds like they're spinning it like he's trying to invoke empathy.
Yeah.
Get release.
Yeah.
How
many years he got?
Like 25 or 30 or something, like a long time. Hold on, let me look.
Wow.
It's like
I didn't follow that case too closely.
Yeah, he is serving. It said it in this article down here. Hold on, let me find it. Yep. He's serving a 30-year prison sentence in North Carolina.
And what did he do? What did he get convicted of?
Racketeering and sex trafficking law. like that violating the Mann Act, all that. It says it right here.
How long he's been in jail? Wow.
5 years, 5-ish, maybe longer than that.
Underage, there was underage girls too. They're underage.
Yeah. I mean, he was. That was. But let me shut up because I don't want to. But yeah, like what that. Yeah, what he was doing was wrong. You can't do that, man. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You
They
can't.
got you on tape with a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
That was crazy. And then he pissed on her.
Did I just sign here?
No.
Get the big
The what?
It's
open.
Big pen coming through.
Decisions are big for us too. 4-leaf federal
Esta es la de abajo.
Let's money together.
Y la de arriba tiene su lado. Pero que nunca se le ponen las dos, pero ya está
Starting salary is $155,000 plus overtime, health insurance, sick.
Like, having relations with that 14-year girl was enough. I gotta piss on you after. No, I don't think he had relations, but I don't think he couldn't get it up. He said, I'll just piss on you. I think that's what happened. I remember I saw the movie. I didn't know it was him. I was just looking. I said, "What is this? This is kind of weird." Oh yeah, LimeWire. Yeah, download anything. I used to download stuff. I said, "Wait a minute, this is R. Kelly." Yeah, wow. That 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I watched it by accident. Yeah. And then once I was watching, I was like, "Man, that was like R. Kelly."
Everybody watched it. I'm not saying it like everybody watched it. I just didn't watch it. I just didn't. I was like,
he couldn't get it up. Oh, that's right. You couldn't get it up. He said, "You know what? I'll just piss on you."
That is crazy. Yeah, but it went deeper than that. If you watched like a lot of those docs that came out around the time when this was going on, that dude was doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I said in one video a very long time ago where he just had a house and he had women locked up and he's sliding plates under the door, feeding them and stuff like that. He was doing some crazy stuff.
They're gonna make him do that 30 years. Yeah. Hey, look at that one video where he is singing in prison.
Yeah.
It's like now that song that he's singing has all new meaning to it.
My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes, baby. I don't wanna hurt nobody, but there is something that I must confess.
R. Kelly singing for a honeybed.
Yeah, that sounds like a confession. That sounds good though. That dude was telling. That's the type of confession you could do in court. They give you some leniency. My body's telling me no. No, you messed that up. Wait, how's it go? My mind's telling me my body's telling me yes. Yeah. But my mind's telling me no. But my body's telling me yes. Go ahead and suck it.
So, a couple of interesting things. Not really. Well, stay tuned for the next episode. I'm gonna find some Crowder. Let's see, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? But where is he found? We'll have to go to Rumble. Of course. I'm feeling about 50% today. What the hell? Hmm. Right. Renewed by the Spirit. As long as we are living, every moment is an opportunity to transform our thoughts and attitudes. We are not static beings who reach a certain level of understanding and then learn nothing else. None of us has complete understanding of the ways of God. Let us humble our hearts today and allow the Spirit to renew our minds in His love. Are you open to correction? Teachable when new ideas are presented that you had not considered before? The Spirit's fruit never changes. When God corrects us, He does it with kindness and builds us up, our spirits, even as we realize how wrong we have been. When we admit that we do not know all there is to know about the workings of this world or about the kingdom of God, we can allow the Spirit of truth to instruct us. Let's be humble in our mistakes and open to the love that changes our minds. Spirit of the Lord, renew my attitudes according to your mercy today. And know that you are slow to anger. I know that you are slow to anger and you are full of kindness. I want my thoughts to reflect this kind of fruit. Where the world is quick to judge, you are patient in compassion. Refresh my mind in you.